That's silly. That is absolutely ridiculous. Let me be clear. The president is begging me to call him to ask him to do something that we don't want. He wants me to call him and ask him to call in National Guard to the city of Chicago. We don't want it. So that's why I'm not calling the president. I have been very clear about what we do want. What we do want is civilian law enforcement assistance. We want to make sure that we have enough FBI, ATF, DEA on the ground. We have some already, as you know. They do really good work, working in tandem with state police, working in tandem with Chicago Police Department. But we can use more. We can interdict more drugs and more guns that are coming across the border into the city, into the state of Illinois. And there's more work that we can do to make sure that we're fighting crime with, again, civilian law enforcement. And I've been very clear about that. The president wants me to call him about National Guard. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah. You talked yesterday about picnics and parades specifically. Can you tell us sort of where that intel comes from? Because, our station's been talking to parade organizers today, and they say, as far as they know, there's no reason to believe that's a threat. Can you tell us where your information comes from?
Look, I'm not going to tell you where it comes from, and it's not because it doesn't exist. It's because we've gotten calls from people who don't want to reveal their names to the public. These are people from inside the administration or inside the military or inside the National Guard who are concerned about what's happening in this country. These are patriots who want us to know what's happening. We're getting no information from the federal government, and all we got was one call from Gregory Bovino, who let us know that ICE would be instituting actions in the city of Chicago without any details at all. So I want to be clear. I'm not going to reveal where we're getting this information from, but I am going to be communicative to the public about what we have heard and what we do know so that they can be prepared themselves. Olivia.
Governor Abbott yesterday, after your comments, basically denied that the Texas National Guard is being staged. I wonder if you can respond to that.
Yeah, guess what? When they want to federalize, sorry, I just want to respond to that because I've heard this. When they want to federalize the National Guard, they do not call the governor. They call the National Guard. There is a National Guard Bureau in Washington, D.C. that operates with all of the National Guards across the country. They start there, and they work through the National Guard. So I'm not suggesting that I am absolutely certain of whether or not the Texas National Guard will, in fact, end up in the state of Illinois. What I know is that we've been told by people who seem to have the credentials to know that that is what is happening. If he wants to deny it, the governor of Texas, let's just take into account that he has not been a good actor at all toward the state of Illinois. So I don't really trust anything that he is saying in this moment.
Governor,
yes.
I'm calling the president. You said something to the effect yesterday. You don't want to be part of the spectrum.